Wizzair is supposedly the worst airline in all of Europe, so today I decided to try them out.
Hopefully this will be good though.
I'm so excited to show this to you guys because 1, I'm going to Croatia for the first time and it's supposed to be awesome, and 2, I'm flying Wizzair, which is supposed to be one of the worst airlines in the whole world. So I'm super excited for this.
So the first thing I did was search up the reviews on TripAdvisor. Right off the bat, I knew that Wizzair was going to be questionable because of its solid 2-star rating. The one thing I found terrifying was that almost everybody said that Wizzair is terrible. Some people said to avoid Wizzair at all costs because they're an absolute scam and they treat their passengers like potatoes. The majority of the reviews were 1 stars and were negative.
Also, I did notice something pretty nice actually. So basically, originally we were on an Airbus A320neo, the 10 of us, and we were seated, I think, like right on the wing in rows 17 and 18. But then they switched the plane to an A321neo and let us repick our seats. So now we're in rows 5, 6, and 7. So we're at the front, and we get a perfect engine view, which is going to be great. Except for we ran into another issue. So there's 6 of us, my family and my grandparents, but then my cousins, their seats got randomly picked, and my cousins have to sit with their parents because they're young, and Wizzair doesn't care. They just sent them to random seats. They're spread out all throughout the plane, and it's gonna suck. So I might have to give up my window seat for an aisle seat. Hopefully this will be good though. Alright, I'm in a rush. It's like 25 minutes before we leave for the airport, so I'm just gonna show you guys quickly what I'm packing. So this is my bag, and I'm packing as small as possible. Even though Wizzair actually has a really good personal item size, and they have a really good weight. I think it's 8 kg, which is 20 pounds for you Canadians. So I'm just gonna show you what I'm packing. My laptop. My iPad. My laptop charger. My phone and iPad charger with a USB converter Euro plug thing. So basically, just because Europe has different outlets than us, it transfers it from Europe to North American outlets. My cosmetics bag. This basically has my toothbrush and stuff, just in case our checked bags get lost, which I don't think they will, but I don't have very much faith in Wizzair, so I'm just going to take all this out, put this in my bag. You know, I'm repacking my bag. Alright, so this is my cosmetics bag. Here's my pencil case. My laptop. My laptop charger, my iPad, these are my headphones, and I'm just gonna wear them around my neck so that I don't take up any more space in my bag. This folder of very important stuff, I'm just kidding, it's not important, it's just paper in case I want to be artsy, or because I'm sitting with my cousins and they like to draw. And lastly, this is my water bottle, and it's gonna go in my side pocket, and they're definitely not gonna take it or make me shove it in because I've been on 1, 2, 3, 4 airlines so far. Actually not 3, but 4 flights, and they haven't made me take it out, so we're good. And now I'll just lock up my bag with its lock, so don't even think of trying to steal my backpack. Alright, there we go, we're good to go. Alright, so I'm all packed and ready to go to the airport. It's just a matter of time until the Uber gets here, and then they're going to drive us to an airport called, I don't know how to say it, I'll put it on screen. I'm pretty sure it's Katowice or something. I'll ask my grandma, she speaks Polish. But yeah, we're getting ready to head out. And everything is looking good so far.
Yes. Oh, there's a Wizzair plane. And Ryanair planes.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. I have officially arrived at Katowice Airport. So basically, we've run into our first problem. We are at Katowice Airport, and before the flight, we had no problems. But now, basically, here, instead of doing it check-in by airline, so like instead of doing like Wizzair check-in, they do it like by flight number. So basically, our flight is to Split, so they do it. The check-in is Wizzair to Split. But what's happened is when we come to our flight desk, they moved the desk. So then we have to move with them. And then they moved it again. And then they moved it again. So now we have moved for the third time, and now we're probably going to end up moving again. So this is so far a very unique experience.
But after we got checked in and dropped off our check bags, we headed through security to find our gate.
Ryanair is officially my favorite airline.
Surprisingly, our Wizzair flight was on time. Escalator.
I also checked my bag size, and it fits if I shove it in, but it's good. They're going to get on the plane. Now, I'm not sure if they kept the plane the same, but I believe, as of right now, we are on the Airbus A321neo, which I've never been on before, so I'm super excited. All right, buds, we're getting on the plane. The big plan. Okay, so we are canning boarding right now, because what they are doing is they're checking your ID, checking your bag size, and they are also scanning your tickets. And then instead of just letting you on the plane, they're cramming you into a room that might fit 20 people, and they're trying to fit like 100 people in it. Like, this is a full flight. Getting on the plane, and this is so cool. You're gonna be sent down.
No, it's alright. You go, buddy. You go.
After getting on the Airbus, I made it to my seat, which was 6F. Butt cushion seemed to be quite comfortable, but the back had no padding at all and was super hard and uncomfortable. At least the headrest actually had some padding though. Looking at the legroom, it was decent for someone my size. For reference, I'm 5'1". My bag fit perfectly underneath the seat, which was great to see. The floors were decently cleaned, with only a little bit of dirt on them. Looking at the back of my seat, it was very basic, but at least there was no annoying Ryanair ad. Looking at the wall, I had 2 full windows to myself, and an excellent view of the engine and the wing, which was awesome to see.
So it's 4:15, and our plane was supposed to leave a while ago, so we're delayed. We're still sitting on the tarmac.
But finally, after an almost 2-hour delay, we began our pushback and got the engine started for takeoff. For this flight on Wizzair, we were going to be flying approximately 1 hour from Katowice, Poland to Split, Croatia on an Airbus A321neo. Shortly after taxi, we began takeoff. Once we were in the air, I decided to check out the overhead panels. My air conditioning worked fine, which was good to see, and the light turned on with a little bit of a flicker, but was overall good. Next, I checked out the tray table. I had to pull it down, which was a little bit weird, but it pulled out and it was good size and had a cup holder, which was great. One cool addition that I noticed Wizzair added to their seats was a coat hood. After exploring my seat, I checked out the washroom. The headspace was absolutely great. On this Airbus, the toilet flushed, which was awesome. The floors were not sticky at all and they were quite clean considering this was an airplane bathroom. Looking over at the counter, there was a decent amount of soap, and it smelled super good. I was able to get running water that was also super hot, which was always nice to see. There was also a massive mirror that I could wave to myself in. But by the time I made it back to my seat, I noticed that we were already beginning our descent into Split.
We are now about to begin our descent into Croatia.
After this, we began our descent into Split, Croatia, which was the most beautiful and stunning descent and approach path I've seen in my whole life, so enjoy the mountain views on our approach into Split. Finally, we came in for landing, which had to be the worst and most like Ryanair landing I've ever seen. Finally, we made it to Split, Croatia.
Good flight.
Terrible landing. I just arrived in Split, Croatia. Beautiful but terrible landing. And now we are just trying to find our taxi guy, but the view just from the airport is awesome.
I don't blame you. This is cold. And you know what?
That's the water. And then there's mountains over there.
So now, what is my final opinion on Wizzair? Well, they weren't terrible, but they definitely weren't great. The landing was absolutely horrible if you watch the replay. It was like Ryanair. But overall, the service and everything was good, except for the delay where we were 2 hours late to Split. But otherwise, I think it was a really good flight. So if I had to rate them, I'd probably give them 3 stars out of 5. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.